on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. So I see the perfect storm brewing. I had something happen to me last night that really put things in perspective for me. You know, I ordered Grubhub. I got dinner. And the driver was screaming at me in the front of my house. You know, I work in the richer areas, the cities, and you don't see it too much over there. But in my area, there's like some people that got money and a lot of people that do not. So this Grubhub driver comes and he's screaming at me in front of my house, saying, "Why did I cut him off? Why'd you cut me off like that, bro?" And I'm like, "Wait, what? What are you talking about? You used to order all the time. And then you just cut me off like that?" I'm like, "What?" And he was pissed. I'm like, "Shit, man, like, sorry, I didn't know, like, I haven't been around, I don't know." It just goes to show you the economy is not as good as they're saying. They're bullshitting. The economy's getting bad. Inflation is still high. And they only have one option: lower interest rates, which is going to push everything higher. Everything. House prices, crypto prices, gold, silver, car prices, food prices. Everything's going to get more expensive. But I don't think, from the looks of it, it looks like the interest rates, like on mortgages and stuff, may not come down. Which is going to be perfect for the big banks that can afford that. They're going to be able to swoop in and grab up all the houses, and everyone else is going to be stuck on the sidelines. So, yeah, the crypto started pulling back this week. I definitely fell for the sell the news trap. You know, with Ethereum last week. I thought we were going, man. I thought we were going. But they shot it up, took out the shorts from this resistance area. I thought they came down to sweep the lows real quick before they took off. I bought somewhere here. And then it dipped. Pulled back and dipped again. And I was like, oh shit. It's gonna go lower. They're gonna try to cause a little bit of pain and get people out. So I waited for this pullback here, and I took a small loss on this trade. Started looking for something else. I had people calling me going, "Oh, I got crypto and I'm down like $2,500. Like, what the hell?" Like, dude, just relax. Relax. It's not gonna, like, things will look good and then it will look bad, but just, you have to see the bigger picture and you have to just relax. And things could get worse. You know, you zoom out with XRP, you look at this expanding pattern that we're in. Is there a possibility that XRP dips all the way back down into the dollar level? Yes, there is. And that would be painful for a lot of people. I think the chances of that are low. I think we just get a pullback, some sort of pattern up here, and then we continue higher. If I had to guess, you know, if you look at a bunch of these different cryptos, it's like XCN, it almost looks like potentially we broke through this pennant formation, but you know, who knows until this pattern completes. We don't really have a second. We have multiple tests on the top. We have one on the bottom so far. So I don't know exactly where this it could have been here, it could have been there, it could be here. You know what I mean? It's still looking like a pennant. But this could shoot all the way down and this turned into like a flag. That's possible. But bigger picture, these still look incredibly bullish. And I think they're going to take off. I mean, you have big banks, institutions making moves into crypto, Trump making moves into crypto. Like, they're not going to make it that easy for you. And they're going to try to squeeze you out because they don't want you riding their coattails. So you have to be just patient and relax. But sometimes, yeah, that's easier said than done. I know. But yeah, this week I was looking for a trade. I was looking for something. I wanted to play the futures market, try to make some more money so I can buy some more crypto. So I've been watching gold for the past couple of months, squeezing into that little pennant formation we have there. Just eyeing it. And then finally this week, I said, there it is. There's the trade. Gold broke through, retested, and we started to push. And this is right where I noticed it. I said, oh shit, I'm game. I'm down. So I threw down 10 contracts long on gold right there. And then boom. And I'm up pretty good right now. So my target, conservatively, I think would be 3,700 for gold. Could go a little higher, 37, 38. But that is my target. 37, I'm out. So another opportunity that might be coming down the pipeline, guys, is miner stocks. Like gold and silver miner stocks. So I have Hercules Metals Corp. You know, I was thinking this was like a flag here, so I was buying within this, hoping it would, you know, do that. But now it's starting to look more like a cup and handle, which, yeah, very bullish. Very, very bullish. I think what it is, like, you see gold screaming, you know, silver's at $40 an ounce right now. Like, these metals are cranking, but, like, the miner stocks aren't doing anything. I think it's because the miners, the people investing the big money in the equipment to go dig it out of the ground, they got to make sure that prices are going to be stable of these metals. It's not going to just shoot up and come crashing back down. If price holds, I think then the money will start rolling into the miners, which I think is coming. It already looks like it's starting. If we look at Hercules Metals, we're starting to kind of round out that bottom there, starting to head up. So I'm probably around break even right now. But I'm going to continue to hold that because I think, yeah, that's going to keep going. And this is crazy. You know, I put a bunch of money into Lucid, thinking, you know, I see their cars as a dealership not too far from me. They're super nice cars. It's an American company, right? Usually American companies on the stock market do better overall than like some of the overseas ones. I had a bunch of NIO, which I sold and rolled it into Lucid. But like, yeah, NIO seems like it popped up and is staying. Lucid popped up and came crashing back down. I mean, I still have some NIO. I could never sell it all. Literally, you don't know how important this stock is to me. I have a little bit of a bias because if without this stock, like literally I would not be in my house right now. Because I was buying this back here during COVID, and it just took off. And then I'm like, oh shit, I should start a retirement account and roll the money in there, and not pay tax on my gains. The free COVID money that they gave us, I threw it all into Neo, and it just went boom. I'm like, okay. So I rolled it into a retirement account. And if I did not have that retirement account with that money sitting there on the sidelines, the bank would have never given me the home loan to get into my house. I needed something on the side. See, that's pretty crazy. Like, I think back on things now. Back when COVID started, right back here, I had $1,800 to my name and a 500 credit score. I was living in the city with a nudist because I could not afford to live alone. And he was at least clean and quiet and was responsible. He was a decent roommate. Besides the fact that his stuff was out all the time, I just kind of ignored it. Like, whatever, man, you do you. That's cool. But yeah, right back here, all the little moves that I've made since COVID. Like, had I played it any different, I would not be where I am. And that's massive progress over, 5 years? 5 years, basically can't afford to live alone. I was broke. And I had the same job for 10 years. My job never changed. I started thinking differently. I started making moves. I started being very responsible with my money. And everything that I took a lot of risks. Like, I risked my labor for months coming to fix a house that was not even mine so that I could pass FHA financing so the bank would give me the loan. And if they had not given me the loan, or if the Fed raised interest rates one more time, that would have been it. I had to pay a bunch of money to buy down my interest rate, which I'm at 5.75%, which people keep telling me, oh, that's pretty good. And I'm like, what? I would like to get lower than that if I could. Yeah, all this, like, researching, looking into stuff, following, it's worth it. I think it's worth doing this stuff. 100%. We're not always going to nail it, and we might make horrible decisions, or we might make bad moves, and we might take losses, but generally, it's been pretty damn good, I must say. But yeah, anyways, guys, we'll see what happens this week with gold. Hopefully that thing just launches straight up to $3,700, so we could take some profits. I do think that's where we're headed, though. Yeah, look at that. We have a strong break and weekly close above this pennant formation. So I would say, it does look like we have a small retracement of the weekly candle already, but that doesn't mean that gold may not. It could make a little retracement here, come back down. And that might be a good buy. But yeah, I'm looking to ride this right to there, and then we'll see what happens from there. See you later.